Hello and welcome, beautiful friends of the internet, beautiful Scorpio minds. I am finally back. I'm so sorry for not uploading in such a long time, but my last week, 2 weeks have been really crazy with other stuff, like other work that's not social media related. But now I'm back with a really delicious recipe, which is easy. It takes a little bit of time because the dough has to rise, but then it's just perfect also for like hot days when you don't want to fire up the oven but still want to have a little treat. So let's get right ahead into the recipe. To 200 milliliters of water, you're gonna add 1 packet of yeast, 1 teaspoon of sweetener of your choice, and then you're gonna let it sit for about 5 minutes. When your yeast mixture got a bit foamy, add 3 tablespoons of soy yogurt and stir it around. Into another bowl, add 300 grams of flour, 20 grams of sweetener, I used stevia, and then also pour in your yeast mixture. Stir this around a little bit and then quickly go on to using your hands and really kneading the dough until it gets fluffy and smooth. If your dough is too sticky, just add some more flour. If it's too dry, add more water. You really want to knead it so that the gluten gets activated. And then I layered my bowl with a little bit of coconut flour, rolled my dough in it, and then I let it sit there covered until it's almost doubled in size. In the meantime, I'm making the filling for my cinnamon rolls. For that, I used 100 grams of raisins. I just soaked them in around 80 milliliters of hot water. And in a food processor, I added a good handful of almonds and kind of blended it until they're cut up into little pieces, just like that. Add the drained raisins with a little bit of water and 2 tablespoons of cinnamon to the food processor as well. Add some coconut shreds. I added 2 tablespoons and then just process it until you have a sticky dough. You can start with less water and then add more water as you go. Add in your almonds, fold them in, and then just let this sit for a little bit. Go back to your dough, see how beautifully it's risen. Now just punch it down, get the air out, and then you want to knead it again a little bit. This is actually kind of fun and I really like it. When you feel it got really smooth and soft, you can add some flour to your working table, and then you want to roll it out until you get a rather thin layer. And I tried to put it into a rectangle. That makes it way easier when you're rolling it up later. Spread your raisin mixture onto the dough. Leave some free space at the top of your dough so that when you're rolling it up, the rolls will actually hold together and the filling is not coming out. Now gently roll it up until you have a super big sausage, and then the only thing that's left to do is cutting this sausage up into your little cinnamon rolls. Then I place them directly into my pan and let them rise for another 5 to 10 minutes. On low to medium heat, bake out your cinnamon rolls. They're gonna puff up a little bit, and then you gently want to try to flip them over when they're golden brown on one side, and then let them bake for another couple minutes. For the frosting, I actually made a healthy one. I added 1 teaspoon of stevia, some vanilla flavor, and a couple of teaspoons of soy yogurt, and mix this together. And then you're already ready to serve. Cinnamon rolls made in the pan, and it's so versatile. You can like add in the filling whatever you want. If you don't like raisins, you can add dates, which will make it even more sweet. Add some other nuts. Really be creative with your food, because food is such a great gift and we should really worship it, be grateful that we have it, and that we can experience all those different tastes and combinations. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you next time with a special video because a friend's coming over. Alright, see you next time here on my channel.